Welcome back to Dream of Mirror Online. Last time I had to switch over and become a doctor because I desperately needed better healing abilities. Well, now this one doesn't work. I can just move this for now. It's fine, but I do have First Aid level 3, Regeneration level 2, which is now just about as good as the bolstering broth. And with that, I am hoping that I will be a bit more defensive. However, the other thing I'm going to do to try to compensate for my extreme weakness, let's be real, is I did set my character up overnight collecting the materials for crafting, and I now have 46 copper bars and 27 glass. I set up a stack of 3 of the maximum collection tools in the mines in Eversun South, and that obviously did a lot. So at this stage, I have a lot of stuff for alchemy. I need to get my level up to at least 10 because I did also go over to Placid Plain, off screen, and I did get the Rhino set. So I need to get a little higher level for it. Alright, let's see. What I want to do is make something like the boots because they only require a copper bar and glass. And then I can just sell a few of the extras. It's no big deal. Let's see, how many should I make? Like 5? Yeah, let's make 5 of them, see how that goes, because I do want to get my alchemy higher. I need to just get to level 10. I don't know what my luck is. Oh, I have super luck in Provider's Providence, so that may actually help a lot. I do have a theory that it may actually be a good feature. I'm not sure, but so far it seems to be helping. So that's something. And I'm already now at level 10, but I'd like to maybe try to get up to level 11 with this because then I have a slightly better chance of success. Let's see, we have 2 successful attempts. Obviously that's using a few materials, but I just want to see. I may not be able to get it up to that with just this, looking at it. Yeah, it's only giving me 10% each. I'd have to make a lot. I'd rather just try up next to make the Rhino set and we'll see how it goes. Don't want to waste all my copper bars because I do need them. But it did help. Getting 10% each is still making a difference. They were all successful. And I mean, I know now that I'm level 10 at alchemy, that's not as much of a surprise, but I do have a little theory that maybe that does make a difference. I want to see if they all have the same bonus stats. Yeah, it looks like the bonus stat on the armor is the same. And I actually went and looked at this. If you craft the level 2, the second set of armor, the level 15 armor, you will get a bonus of 8 extra defense points, as opposed to what you would get from the one you buy in the store. That would bring this set up to 41 added defense. The Rhino set, if you buy it in the store, in Darkdale, will only give you 47 defense. Meanwhile, if you craft it, you get a bonus of 10, so 57. So you can see that actually it's barely worth it if you have crafted it to buy the next setup. You really should craft the next setup again. That's interesting to know, actually. Let's see, this is 242 durability. Interesting, that one's gone down faster than these. Well, since it has lower durability, I should probably get rid of one of these and then put one of these on instead. I'll still be storing that and using it for my other characters. But I'm going to sell all of the extras and then I'm going to see if I can craft the Rhino set. Let's hope. But yeah, I think that it is absolutely worth it. Like, that is a lot of extra defense. And the difference between 41 and 47, is that so great that it would be worth going out to Darkdale and spending all that money? I honestly don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like you would be getting so little benefit from it that it's not really worth the extra effort. Now I can try to make a Rhino helm. Wish me luck. I only have 1 Beast Fang, but I can always get more if this doesn't work. Oh, I should move that away. I'd like to be able to see myself doing alchemy. Fingers crossed. I'm only at level 10 and I need level 10 alchemy, so I don't know if the luck is going to be good enough. Well, it seems to so far be holding. I now have a Rhino helm. I can make Rhino armor. You have to buy that from a merchant in Placid Plain. And I did get the Rhino set, but I didn't get all the other recipes in Placid Plain. And I did nothing else there but get the recipes because I really need the next set of armor. I just am too weak. I need it, especially because I want to do the flying quest soon, so I definitely need to be a bit more bulky. It still worked. You know, I'm starting to think the Provider's Providence thing is true, and it really does make a difference. All right, Rhino boots. So far, I am very pleased with this. It seems to be working. You can see I seem to be getting a bit more experience now for doing the level 10 stuff. It's just how it works. And actually, that's good because you just use 2 copper bars to make the next set of armor. So that's fine if I have a lot of copper bars. All right, now we need rhino chaps. Unfortunately, I will warn you right now that this is probably the least attractive of the light armor sets. Yeah, you'll see. And the sylphs are the prettiest, and the sylphs have the prettiest armor. So if it doesn't look very good on the sylphs, then everyone else is doomed. But there's not much you can do about that. You do need better armor. And now we need the rhino wrist guards at the bottom of the list. And at that point, I will be fully equipped with armor, and I'm getting pretty close to level 11. I think the Provider's Providence does make a difference, and you should probably wait and just do a stack of alchemy when you have super luck. Or at least strong luck, and not like low luck, because every single one was successful. I can't argue with that, can I? So, right now, I just took it off, but still, let's look at my defense. 9. Now, if we switch these out with the current set and put them on, how much extra defense am I going to be getting? Now you can see I've got the bonus for every single one. I now have 63 defense, and you also get a bonus attack from the armor and from your weapon. So let us get a close-up look at one of the least attractive light armors, probably the least attractive light armor. Let me just zoom the camera and I'll get rid of my hotkeys for a sec. Now you can see it's a choice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. The next setup is beautiful, I do love it, but this one, not so much. I have no choice. And this is a stall selling the level 18 weapons. I just want to compare. They've crafted them themselves, so this gives you a really good comparison of my fully upgraded sword versus the crafted ones. You can see that mine has better stats than the level 18 saber, which is crafted. And you can see the bonuses for just crafting can be really good. And then we also have the frosty foil, which is the level 23, which I'm not quite ready for. And mine is still better than that. Obviously, once you've upgraded that weapon, it will become better, but at the base level, it is absolutely better to upgrade your own sword for a while. So at this stage, we could now go back into the basement and see if we can finish up the quest there, and if I can actually survive the Caskmasters now that I have better defense. Okay. I'm now ready to head back down to where the Caskmasters are, but I will also have to deal with toxic trunks. I did make a few more items with alchemy, and I got up to level 12. I did have a few failures, so clearly super luck in Provider's Providence is not a perfect guarantee that everything will work, but I found that it was definitely a lot closer. Alright, so I mentioned I want to use regeneration to heal myself and razzle dazzle, and because the toxic trunks are still going to aggro on me, I will have to fight some as I go, which is why I picked up the gold coin mission again. For example here, probably, yep, we're gonna get some aggro. Well, I'll just wait here and fight a few of them, and then we'll just see how that goes. Definitely doing a decent amount of damage to them now. We were only level 19. The real issue is the Caskmasters. But I feel like I'll be okay now, hopefully. We'll see. Let's see, my strongest spell is Burning Backdraft at the moment, but all of them are pretty good. I believe I've said that initial magic attack is determined by your magic stat, by your magic attack stat, and then the rest are just physical strikes. So that is something to keep in mind. It would almost be nice to have an area of effect move here, but we haven't unlocked any yet. Maybe, I think level 23 is when I'm going to unlock the first area of effect move, but I only have Burning Backdraft anywhere near that level, so no good. Oh well, we'll get there. Let's see what's going to wear out. Burning Backdraft, and here I'm poisoned. Not a big deal. So I definitely feel like I'm doing a lot better, but that's against the toxic trunks. We have to see how I do against the Caskmasters, who are going to be a little bit further south. Oh dear, there are a lot of them here, so that didn't quite work out nicely. We have more poo-poo president corpses as we head into this room. If any of them follow me, I'm going to hide in this corner to fight them. I think that will work out nicely. Looks like one of them did follow me. Okay. Can I click on you, please? And Razzle Dazzle wore off. But the real test is if I can take the Caskmasters. I'm not terribly surprised that I can beat the Toxic Trunks. I am now quite a few levels above them. It's the Caskmasters who are going to be the issue. Didn't drop anything. Thanks very much. I'm going to have to fight him. But yeah, I'm getting on the way. I looked it up and the next armor set, the level 25 armor, requires level 15 alchemy. So I will have to do some alchemy practice and collection off screen sometimes to get my alchemy to that level so that I can make it when I'm at that stage. And it seems like the majority of the recipes are in Copperhorn Mountain, which I'm going to head to as soon as I have learned to fly. Then I will feel a bit less annoyed about constantly walking back and forth everywhere. So once I've done that, I can... Where's Heatstroke? Hex. I think I put that on the magic user section. I might still want that one. Silly me. Alright, here is Heatstroke. Here we are. I could have done it on one of them while I fought the other, but it's fine. You can see we can definitely take them now. In fact, once I have area of effect moves, that will work a lot better. Still gonna buff myself just so that I'm safe, but yeah, this is working out very nicely. And here is the weird Caskmaster. I do not like him. I mentioned I don't like him. Well, we're gonna have to take care of this guy first, and then we will see how I do against him with regeneration, first aid, and new armor. This armor should be giving me 57 extra defense. Unless I calculated wrong, which is possible because I'm terrible at maths. Have I mentioned I'm terrible at maths? I really am. Anyway, I'm gonna just be a little careful here. And we're gonna do all of that stuff to debuff him a bit. And I'm going to have to use my spells. He is level 20, so I feel like he shouldn't be quite as tough as he is, but there you are. I feel like I probably should put some points into pure power at some point. My physical attack is not quite good enough. And greedy Caskmaster. Oof, I think that's the boss, probably. Okay, I can definitely handle one of these guys, although it's taking me a long time to beat him. Does he just have a lot of defense, or is my attack nowhere near good enough? As said, I might actually put some points into pure power next time. I feel like my agility is pretty good. It's bad for your health to drown your sorrows in alcohol. Sir, may I just say, I feel like only men care about fucking cup sizes. I think women are very well aware that having large, being very large in that area is actually really uncomfortable. And is this TMI? I don't care. You can all hear it since he decided to talk about it. I've generally heard that it's quite hard on your back and uncomfortable, so, maybe not good. And it looks like, given that these guys aggro and there are a lot of them, this is definitely a better area to fight as a team, but it's totally possible to stay in this little area and only deal with a couple at a time. So that's okay-ish. Totally forgot to use Toughen Magic, that might help. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to put more points, either Pure Wisdom or actually put some points into power, because I actually have decent power. Does it seem like he has more defense than the other guy? It's totally possible. The weird Caskmaster. He's not really a boss, but he could have more defense. Maybe. Because I am just spamming my spells. And we need more regeneration, but I am absolutely holding up now. At least against one-on-one. I wouldn't really take him up here, but this is definitely an improvement. I gained the title A Cup abuses alcohol. What? I actually don't drink. I mean, nothing against it as long as people drink responsibly, but I don't really like how I feel when I have even small amounts of alcohol. It just doesn't work for me. Although I do like girly cocktails with fancy flavors. I think the best one I ever had was a lavender-infused vodka. It was delicious. You wouldn't even think it was alcohol. It was just delicious, and I loved it. But it was in a city I don't really plan on visiting ever again, in a special hotel, and they probably don't make it anymore, so I won't have that one again unless I learn to make it. But anyway, I think it's time to put on some spring cleaning. We're not that far, but I'd rather keep my MP stable. I am cycling through spells a lot, and we did get a rare vintage there, so that's good. Where'd that guy come from? Well, anyway, I don't know if a weird Caskmaster is going to give you any. So I'm just going to stay in this area, and this way I don't have to fight too many at once. I'm only going to have to deal with a few. And yeah, it seems like they do have some good defense. I'm going to have to think about how to allocate my points next level so that I can do a bit more damage. I would definitely like to be a bit stronger. And you know, light armor adds to your physical attack, so And I looked at it again, and I don't believe I'm going to be able to get any recipes here until I'm higher level, and I don't have to worry about aggro because it's all further in and near bosses and things like that. It's not very safe. Here we are, another Caskmaster for me to beat up. Alright, at this point it looks like this is going much more smoothly, so I'm probably just going to get the rare vintages that I need, and then I will meet you back when it's time to turn in both of these quests. I do need more gold, but it's fine. So I need 20 of them, I believe. He always wants 20, it seems. So that's definitely something I'm just going to do mostly off screen, because it's a little bit... Oh, yeah, I'm drunk again. I'm not drunk. I guess it's the vapors. Didn't drink anything. But yeah, this is much more successful. I definitely wouldn't be wanting to take a whole mob of these guys, but I can definitely fight just a couple at a time successfully, and that's working out nicely. Need to self-buff again. I might want to heal now. I'm getting a little bit low, and that is going to do a decent amount of my HP. I can definitely level up Dr. more in future and get higher levels of first aid and regeneration, but for the time being, I just thought, let's see how that goes. It's hard to level up Doctor when you don't have any better job. I need to get that cow cord. I want the money. Okay, so this is going much more successfully. As long as I stay in this area where I can't draw too much aggro at once, I should be perfectly fine to fight them just a couple at a time, and that will work out nicely. Good to know. So yeah, if you want to take this one solo, then definitely get the better armor. Alright, I've just leveled up, and hiding here will only serve me for a minute, but I want to check. Let's see, how much does my attack go up? Magic attack is 50, 28, and 177. 50, 28, 177. I'm very bad at keeping track of this. 57, 50, 58, 50, 30, 28, 177. 50, 28, 177. 50, did I put that into wisdom? I thought I did. 50, 28, 179. So it does influence your physical attack by a lot. 180, 51, 28. I'm gonna put 1 into pure power because I am hitting these guys just physically a lot. So for targeted attacks, I could get toughen magic. I can't get Sinister Sword yet. That's gonna be level 24. So I don't think any of these are going to be that useful. Toughen magic does increase my magic attack, but I feel like I just need these attacks to be stronger, and I'm very close to unlocking some of these once I have them to the right level. So the closest one is Burning Backdraft. I can't level up, okay? It's unfortunate since I'm dealing with mobs here, but I think for now I need to get something up a higher level. Let's see. And this has the extra effect that the enemy can't move or attack for 3 seconds. So I feel like that's more useful. Rolling Thunder says they can't attack for 5 seconds, but this one is closer to being leveled up so I can get the area of effect version. Thus, I think it's more useful to level that up so that I have more magic attack. However, I am absolutely finding that at the moment I'm able to take these guys a little bit better. It's not perfect, but I'm definitely a little bit better able to handle them. And oh wait, I need that and that. I really always want more skill points. There's so many good skills when you are a fencer. All of the things you want to put points into, but I feel like I'm handling this. It definitely can get tricky at times. I have to really keep an eye on my HP and first aid and spring cleaning and all of that, but it is totally feasible. It is working out quite nicely. And now you can see I'm already doing more damage to them now that I'm level 23. Sometimes being free levels above the enemy is just about perfect, so that you still get benefit from fighting them, but you're not in such dire straits all the time. Especially if you're in an area where you can deal with aggro, that's a good idea. At this point, the toxic trunks are probably no threat. Now we have 2 spells at level 4. I really do want more skill points, but what can I do, right? Okay, is there another Caskmaster? Here he is. Hello, please die. So I am absolutely keeping up with all of this. I'll probably show you for a minute. And this is one of the little mini bosses that shows up when you've killed a certain number of them. Fortunately, the mini bosses don't aggro, they kind of just stand there. Interesting, unlike the area bosses, which love to murder you and are very intimidating. Did he just walk right by me and not aggro? Am I now high enough level that they don't aggro? That seems to be a bit too soon, and the toxic trunk is aggroing, so maybe he just was sleeping on the job. I don't know. That was very unusual. You can see at this point the toxic trunks are no threat at all. I'd say my biggest threat is running out of MP because I need the MP for healing and for attacks and all of that. But yeah, I'm really handling this a lot better and it's working out nicely. And I have now 14 ancient gold coins and I think I have 10 of the vintages. Alright, let's see. Come on, are you gonna aggro? That's very odd. I really thought they would. Maybe they only beat you up if you're weaker than them. I don't know. I really thought I'd still be getting aggro from them. I'm still a little leery of trying to go further down because if I'm wrong, then I can really get myself in trouble. And here I can handle the amount of aggro I get. There's a limited number of monsters spawning in every time. Whereas I would not feel comfortable dealing with a larger number of monsters than like 2 or 3 at a time. But so far this is working out nicely, and I'm still getting some decent experience. Not as much, but you know, some. And I'm pretty close to finishing these quests and then I can head back upstairs and turn them in. And at that point, I really want to see about doing the flying quest. This is ridiculous. I need to fly. Walking everywhere is so slow. I'm really looking forward to being able to fly. It is great. It is one of the best features of the game. No wonder the original Chinese title was like Flying Adventures, because it is such a huge selling point to say, yes, you are a cultivator who flies on your sword. That is a big point of the game. Enjoy it. It's great. I love it. But yeah, I can definitely handle these guys a lot more easily. And why am I not getting aggro? I keep being like, come on, surely I should be getting aggro. I'm just looking over here to see if I can see, but you know what? The draw distance on items like the vase are too small. The enemies have a higher draw distance, I think, whereas things like the items like the vases, they're quite short, and so you can't see them from a distance. You have to get fairly close to them. And I'm very leery of going further down at the moment. I don't think I'm quite ready to not be murdered horribly. If I look at the map, down past there is, in this hall, there's this long stretch here, there should be the shell wristband. But as I said, I'm very leery of going down here. I think it should be down there, by the bridge. But I'm worried that I'm just going to draw aggro if I do that. It's right here. Okay, I'm not going to get any others, but this was so close, I figured I could get it. I swear they're not aggroing on me anymore. The toxic trunks are, but the Caskmasters aren't. This is very interesting and very good, of course, but yeah, I'm not getting aggro. I guess the toxic trunks are the type of enemies that just don't care. If they see you, they will aggro. It does not matter what your level is in comparison to theirs. Maybe the Caskmaster is only set to aggro based around a level range. In fact, this is very risky, but I'm going to quickly look it up. Hopefully I don't die while I'm looking away. Caskmaster, let's go back. I'm fine. That was very risky, I know. I shouldn't have done that, but I did quickly go onto the Dormal Wiki. Let's just beat this guy up first. He dropped a cow cord, thank you very much. And it says aggro. It doesn't tell me anything about like level ranges or things like that, but I'm not getting anything like that. I mean, I'm fine. They're not aggroing me anymore. Maybe it is based around a level range and I'm out of the level range they aggro on automatically. That's all I can think of, which is good because now I can fight them more easily. And I'm still getting pretty decent experience for it. Maybe not as good as before, but they're also not murdering me, so I like that. And I still have super luck in Provider's Providence, but I don't have anything to make with alchemy at the moment. Oh well, I can wait for another time, and when I've collected a big stack of materials, I can try to maybe just get over that hump and get to level 15. Although I also will probably, once I've got Fencer up, once I've got flying, switch to some other jobs, and I'll have to make the tools for those, the armor and stuff like that. So that's also a factor. Alright, this is really nice. I'm definitely handling this a lot better and not dying, which is great. So at this point, I'm just going to finish the mission. You can see I do need a fair bit more, but it's coming along. And I will meet you back up by the sewer sentinel when it's time to turn it in, probably. Unless I get very brave, but I don't know if I'm brave enough to continue exploring down here. I think if we look at the map, which I don't have up as a shortcut right now, so I can't show you, the giant Caskmaster, which is the area boss, is nearby, and then you can find the wooden hairband further down, deeper in. But I'm a little worried, as said, about getting in over my head. I mean, I feel very lucky that I'm not getting a bunch of aggro at the moment, so I'm a little leery of going deeper. The toxic trunks are still aggroing on me, whereas the Caskmasters at this point don't seem to be. So that's actually really good, and you can still see the old waterways, which is interesting. Getting stuck on the stairs. If you're ever dealing with a mob and you are actually in a lot of trouble, that can be a big problem. I'm kind of curious to see what's around here. There are some more Caskmasters. I'm gonna get myself completely lost, aren't I? But this is really pretty. For an abandoned sewer, it is quite pretty. I'm stuck on this stair. I told you it can happen. Come on, come in. You can do it. It is a glitch. It is a shame, but it's an old game, and I'm gonna guess that the game devs, that the studio who make the game, don't really care that much about fixing such an old glitch for a game which they probably look at and say, people are still playing this? Yes, we are, and we like it a lot. But anyway, I could definitely see that being something they don't really care to do. Is there anything in this little alcove? It looks like there is not. Just a chance for me to get completely lost again. Well, I guess it's time to beat up this toxic trunk. Hello. Alright, I think I need to stop exploring and being risky. I do not want to run into the Caskmaster, the big Caskmaster, whatever his name is, or get lost and then run into him. I definitely don't want to be killed. I am doing pretty well at the moment, and I want to keep it that way. Wait, if this goes further down, that's not good. I'm lost, aren't I? Hi, toxic trunk. I think I got lost. Told you! Bad sense of direction. No, here I am. I go up north again. And that's a lot of Caskmasters. If you were with a team and you wanted to take them, a bunch of them, that would actually work pretty nicely. Wow. But anyway, I'm not getting aggro from them anymore. That's great. I'm weirdly excited by that. That means I can finish this mission and not be murdered, which I appreciate a lot. Well, I'm not going to go anywhere near him, but I'm going to show you that now a giant Caskmaster has appeared in the inn basement to carry out the Caskmaster's revenge. I think I spawned him in by killing so many of these Caskmasters for my mission, but I think he's a bit deeper in. Yeah, if you go all the way down and down and down, and there's a big atrium kind of area, that should be where he is. So he's quite far away. I don't have to worry about him, but as you can see, I'm doing a lot better now. The armor and now another level up have really made a difference, and I'm a lot more defensive, and of course now I don't have to deal with aggro. I can fight them at my own pace. You know what? Why not? He's sort of like a mini-boss, so I won't be able to do as much damage to him at once, but it's fine. I think I can take him. And yes, he's level 21 instead of the base level 20 that the normal Caskmasters are, but I can take him. No problem. Hi, Toxic Trunk. It's sort of, at this point, like a little baby who thinks they can beat you up and they really can't. It's funny. Well, there we are. He only drops, nothing terribly interesting, just normal stuff. But I probably got a little bit more experience for fighting him. All right, this is working out nicely. Oh, I need more regeneration. It is making a difference, absolutely. Especially when you consider that at this stage, they're doing 20 damage. I mean, obviously that's not... I'm only getting increments of 8, but, you know, it's still something. It is making a difference for sure. And I'm not running out of MP quite as quickly now, which is good. Oh, squirrel, I need that, I need that. I need a talisman for when I take up Taoist, which I will do at some point. After I learn to fly, I think that immediately after learning to fly, I'm probably going to want to switch over to Thief, and I will be training in the Copperhorn area so we can finally see Copperhorn and Darkdale properly. Alright, maybe it is time for a first aid, but you can see I'm definitely handling this a lot better, which is nice. Oh, there we are. And we get some more drops because I want money. Okay, so at this point, how many do I have? 14 and... I can't read that, I think it says 19. Anyway, I'm getting there, and I also did get the final map piece, so that's very good. I can also get that map. I'm not going to be doing the map quest yet because I'm not strong enough for it, but I can just get the map so I at least have it. And then I can put that in my bag for the time being if it will allow me to. If not, it'll have to stay in my inventory. But for now, we're getting there, we're nearly done, and then I can go back upstairs and not be killed by the giant Caskmaster. Thank you very much. Alright, I actually came around to this area because I wanted to check a few things out. Firstly, look, there is a rat with a Santa hat. All of the rats in Farrell Family Crypt have Santa hats, and I do want to show that off soon before the event ends. But the main thing I wanted to check was the current level of the Greedy Rat Governor in comparison to me. It's level 25, so at this point, it's not all, you will die if you come look at me. I don't know if I really feel comfortable fighting it, but... ooh, there are toxic trunks in here, maybe not. Because that's just going to be such a nuisance to deal with them aggroing on you while you're also fighting a boss. But I am now closer to its level range and could possibly fight it. But again, I do not care to deal with the toxic trunks as well at the moment. They are very annoying. And even when I tried to make one my pet, it just nearly got me killed. They're extremely annoying, but anyway, good to know. There are only 2 recipes I have not got in the in-basement now. There's one which is further back beyond the Greedy Rat Governor, and then there is one which is very far deep into the basement, very near the end, and I didn't have the courage to go through there and risk running into the Caskmaster boss. So we are finished with the missions, and I'm getting fairly close to level 24. Alright, here we are. We can get this one again. Let's just see what we get for the... I don't need the whipped cream, and I definitely don't need these. And yes, I'm doing this on screen, I apologize. Anyway, that's fine. I got dried mushrooms, so I could make some more medicine with it, which I won't actually need, but I guess for alchemy levels? I don't know. Alright, here we are, time to turn in the final mission. I believe this is the last one. You've done well. What aromatic wine. It's been a long while since I've tasted such a fine vintage. You have done exceptionally well. Here's an extra bonus for your hard work. Now, since I already got the Rhino Helm, I think what I'm going to get instead is the Cobra Crown for the robe, since I am doing the magic user jobs quite a bit at the moment. I'm just thinking about it. I think that's fine. Yeah, just take that. And does it have the... it does have the bonus stats, so that's good. And we also have this, and one more red dice chest that gave us Muscle Relaxant. It restores 35 HP every 5 seconds for 1 minute. So the 1 minute part's not so good, but the actual HP restoration is pretty good. Definitely better than regeneration is for quite some time, but it only lasts 1 minute, so that's not very long. And now I can't do this mission because it's going to involve a whole bunch of enemies, which I can't beat all at once by myself, but I will just turn in the map pieces so I don't have to store them in my inventory. Good job. Good job, lad. I'm not a lad, excuse you. Show me the map. Excellent. Thanks to you, I've already discovered where the treasure is hidden from the map pieces you've collected. The treasure is hidden in the open square right in the middle of the sewer. Go and retrieve it for me. Be careful, don't lose the map. Alright, so I can just see, can that be stored in the... It can't be deposited in the bank. Oh well, I'll just keep it in my inventory here, lower down. That's a little annoying, but what can you do? And the rest of the extra pieces I can sell. So that worked out nicely, and now I am finished for the time being with the sewer. There are a few things I can do here in the future, but most of the missions are complete. So that's great. Very nice to finally clock that out, and I think I'm probably ready to try to learn to fly, but I'm a little worried about that Flying Frog King. I am tempted to just get another level and see how that serves me, but a little iffy about that. I might have to ask my friend to help me just in case. He's pretty tough. And I could try to just grind up quickly to level 24. That might help too. So I do have a few things to sell. Oh, this is excellent quality. That's nice. You can get higher quality items with your crafting sometimes. For instance, from the dice chests, or sometimes I think that the Master Refiner has a chance of giving you the high quality ones, but it's not guaranteed by any means. It's quite rare. So that would give me a higher quality item. I don't think it would really make a difference for the mushroom because it's just a healing item, but if you were making armor with it, it would make a difference. Alright, here we are. We didn't get a lot of gold, but we now have 9.4k, so it could be worse. And I guess that's it for this episode. I did most of what I wanted to do in the inn, and at this point it's going to be a while before I can go back there and do anything new. So I guess I need to work on getting ready for the flying mission. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and please join me again next time. Until then, bye!